arc for jumping down holes?
Knowing what I know of the episode to come, I am intrigued how that's going to happen.
I would also like to do some spending before we...
Welcome, Mark.
Ahoy, hoy. Sorry, I'm getting fine.
Just in time.
Oh,
If folks are interested in spending their reclaim and arcs and stuff, then yeah, sure. What you up to then, Connie?
First of all,
Oh, yeah.
for Neshlel, I would like to change her incisive scrutiny talent into intensive scrutiny. I believe that uses adjustment or character arc. I'm not sure if this...
That sounds like it's the middle one to me, but let me be absolutely sure I'm not making that up, because 2nd edition rules. Character advancements. So, for adjustments, you can replace one talent with another. So, yeah, as long as you meet the prerequisites. So it is a small one, an adjustment. You can swap one talent for another. So, you should be able to delete incisive scrutiny, and you should just be able to pull the new one that you want to put over, so that is fine.
Okay, and the second one...
Don't forget to put the actual one you want in, because you've deleted one.
Yeah, I tried to look for it. Character talents.
There should be a search bar if you want to look for it. What was it you were looking for?
Oh, intensive scrutiny.
Intense scrutiny. Second edition science talent. There it is.
There we are. That's all I like it.
Click, hold, drag, pull it over to your list of talents, and also make a note that you have spent one of your adjustments or minor milestones, as they used to be known.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Dave. There was an O, and now I'm really curious as to what the sudden sound of revelation entails.
I'm looking at the last time we got a claim from rescuing the Klingons and doing that 3-parter, which was the last one.
Yeah.
And during those 3-parters, did I do the silhouette for?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Then I have
That's
spent
probably
my
came as a result of, yeah.
I don't remember using a character.
So,
yeah.
I mean, as I said, I'm just trying to make sure that.
Yeah.
You have spent.
I remember.
That I had it and then I used it in that pot, because I can't remember if I used it in one of the 3 parts where I went, you know what, let's do this. So yeah, if I've done the silhouette for the ship.
I remember
then...
commenting that the actual talent itself wouldn't become active until after the end of the 3 parts, because you wouldn't get the chance to replace the mechanical pieces in the ship to actually give you the reduced sense of silhouette. But now that that's the case, it's now the case.
So I will say, I know for a fact I haven't spent my claim, by the way. I had one claim, and now I've put it up to 6.
Looks like there was some expenditure gone, but if you don't think that you did, then okay.
I have more.
You have more?
More changes to add.
Okay.
For one of the values, that I'm not sure if it's adjustment or character arc.
I
want to
sounds
change
more like a milestone, but that's a valid question.
Oh.
Let me check. Values. Now, the thing with values is that you can use a character arc to give yourself an additional value, but if you want to change a value, it's usually because something's happened in the process of the story that has challenged that value, and therefore you rethink it later. But what was it you were looking to do?
Well, In the aftermath of jumping down all these holes, despite the reprimand and the lemming of Tavish jumping down as well. I would just like to change.
What are you talking about?
I like how lemming is now a verb.
I would just like to slightly adjust my risk taker value into something more fancy sounding, to Daredevil.
Okay, that sounds like you... No, alright, so we're approaching it like you challenged your value of risk taker, and it's gone beyond just plain risk taker to just being a daredevil.
Yeah, because I'm sticking it to the man.
By continuing to do these stupid stunts, even though it occasionally makes Tavish be a lemming. Okay, fine, edit that name. Risk taker to daredevil.
What? Hold on. That cannot be...
Are you challenging that this is in fact the truth here, Dave?
I'd like to point out, I'm not taking this. Why is everything... I can't even do this with a stroke. Sorry.
Well, it's not that Neshlel Gerkow had anything to do with the fact that Tavish jumped after she did and then summarily broke her ankle. And then her leg.
It's the fact that I'm part of the reasoning.
Yeah.
For new
Look at it from a Tellurite's perspective. Tellurites are short, squat, but quite dense as far as muscle and skeletons go. And the fact that then a human, a puny, long-limbed, easily breakable human, thought that she could do the same as a Tellurite and jump down a vast distance and injured herself, not once, but twice. Should be... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got told off for it, even though it was all Tavish. Okay.
To be fair,
why is everything my fault? Look,
to be fair, for Tavish, it's just her that's puny and breakable because another human attempted it and was perfectly fine.
Well, that's a good point.
All right, that's it.
No.
You haven't seen anything yet. It's time to...
Oh, this wasn't a challenge, Dave!
No. That's it. I am cranking this chaos meter all the way up to 11 today.
Oh,
finally!
I do also
Connie.
would like to send my glory for Captain Jevak.
Oh, okay.
If that's right.
Pop over to the Captain Jevak.
I need to spend that glory too. Before I forget it.
Or at least note it, absolutely. Because, to be fair to the Klingons, we will come back to them, just not quite yet. But if you want to go ahead and go for something for Captain Jevak, then...
So that was 5 glory last time. I would like to. So similar to that other captain we saved as a ship, where with the discount glory spend to have them gain favor with me,
Ooh.
I would like to apply that to I don't know, the head of house of the Hagit.
Ooh. Okay. Hang on. Hold on then. Let me find his name. The head of the Hagit was this fellow, Sakmeti Yanat. So,
my glory is gonna be more of a long-term goal. At least my expenditure.
Okay, so that would cost you... Right, ooh, interesting. So he's the head of state, but he has an honor... what do they call it again? I forget the actual term, but I get what you mean. So he's not exactly a high-level member. Let's go with 2 acclaim for that, then. 2
Okay.
glory.
So house head.
So I've put it in the description, also in the notes of your character sheet down on the bottom left, so if you want to know how to spell it. Favor with
Cool,
Sakmeti Yanat.
I will amend that later.
But bearing in mind,
minus
if
2 points.
folks can't remember how much glory they got for their Klingon characters, don't worry about it. It won't expire anytime soon. We'll just revisit it the next time we do get to your Klingon characters. So there's no. If you've got something you want to do now, then of course we'll do it now.
Oh yeah, before I forget it, but it's gonna be more of a long term. More Hopkins is writing Gerkow and be like, hey, after this war, can you advance our house to the Great House status? So yeah.
What was that again? You want Gerkow to?
No, to Chancellor Garon, like Hopkins
Gowron,
is writing to Garon, that after the war,
Oh.
if they could advance our house to the Great House standings.
Right, so he wants to actually petition for admission to the Great Houses. Ooh, okay.
And of course, it's probably not going to until after the war, but
Yes.
get the ball rolling now.
Absolutely.
the second the war is over.
That's a good idea. I will take that. Yep, sure. No problem. No problem. Right. Before we advance too much further with the other things, most people are just looking at a "we will be starting shortly" screen at the moment, so I'm just going to throw folks into the intro video very, very quickly, and we'll be back with the rest of what we're doing. So excuse us, folks. We'll be back with you. Hello folks, and welcome along to the continuing adventures of the USS Combs. I am MJ the GM, and I will be your games master for the next couple of hours. With me are the crew of the USS Combs, and we, if you've caught the beginning of this, we were just going through what we spent Acclaim and Klingon Glory on, so we may have some extra stuff to get through. But before we do, I'm going to do our usual plug of Chris's channel, The Utter Crisp, which unfortunately doesn't yet seem to have Phoenix right, but I imagine it's coming.
It does not, and it is coming soon. TM. I think at this point, I'm just sort of like, it's between seasons at the moment, so it's coming at some point. But in the meantime, I've got a bit of a backlog of stuff there, so people to check that out. Thank you.
Yeah, as long as folks remember that the channel is here, it's right up on my screen right now, so give it a look. Incidentally, some other things that fans of RPGs might not be aware of. I'm not sure how long this has got left, but I am not affiliated in any way with Humble Bundle, by the way. I just really like role-playing games. This offer ends in 11 days. At the moment there is, because the ENnies, the ENnie Tabletop RPG Awards were recently, here at the moment we got a Humble Bundle with a load of many of the award-winning RPGs, so if you fancy netting a bunch for less price than you would otherwise pay for them, I can actually tell you that I couldn't help myself and did it. So if you want to give to charity and net yourself a huge number of role-playing games, many of which are award winners, then pop along to Humble Bundle. And because of all the stupidity at this moment going on in certain parts of the Western civilization, there is also on Itch.io a fundraiser for No Ice in California, which is a load of games, assets, other stuff that you can pick up, and it helps give to raise funds for the Immigrant Defenders Law Center, an LA-based social justice law firm that defends immigrant communities against the injustices of the immigration system going on at this moment in time. So if you fancy giving to a very good cause, pop along to this page right here, because, well, what more needs to be said? So there you go. But back to matters a bit less serious. Right then, folks, were we done with expenditures of acclaim or character arcs? No.
No.
Okay. No. Righty. Well, Dave spoke up first, so what you up to, Dave?
I would like to spend 5 of my acclaim, please.
On
On my reputation track going up 1, please.
all right, no problem. So take 5 off of your acclaim score and put your reputation all the way up to 5.
Yeah. What do I need to ask for a promotion?
Ordinarily,
Another 5 acclaim?
I think it's more like 3 acclaim,
Oh.
but you also need to have not only upped your reputation to all the way, but not given Starfleet Command any excuse to deny you such a promotion. So,
I haven't done anything like that.
so yeah, it will go.
Not
under
lately,
advisement.
sadly.
What was that, Liz? Sorry, I talked over you there.
Oh, they haven't given a reason to start
What?
lately.
Who the hell has changed my name in... Alright, that's it. That is it. That is
Apparently,
it.
that's it.
That's it. Chaos
Wait,
meter
wait,
is
wait.
going all the way up to 11, and I'm going
Wait.
to bring
What did they
out
change the name to?
I'm going to bring out my inner cat's ship's cat, yeah,
Okay.
to make it even worse. And I'm sure, Matt, you know what I mean by that.
I'm saying nothing. I'm saying absolutely nothing.
I don't see what you're talking about. No one's changed your name.
Right.
Unless, of
I-
course. Yeah, well done. Retroactively done. Okay, cool. I don't know. You saw nothing.
My
Any
inner,
hoops?
my what was it? Yes, inner Sean and inner Davis is now going to come out.
So, like I was telling Liz earlier, apparently, according to Mark, we of neurodivergence tend to attract one another. So,
I am absolute no.
any hoops, Connie? What was it? The other thing you wanted to spend on?
Just use the glory to gain favor with the head of House Crow.
Oh, kissing up to the big man. Okay,
Just in case we do anything.
that
He
would
doesn't
spend your
like.
final 3. So yeah.
Yeah.
Favor with. Well, I can see why you would gain favor with, because you've actually increased the house's prospects. So yes, indeed, that makes a good degree of sense. I will back that. No problems there. Just to remind myself. Oh yeah, Tuvrock, son of Keogh. That's the head of House Krell. Okie dokie. Yep, you've gained favor with him. Anybody else? Itchy nose. As per usual.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use 4 of my acclaim to up my reputation to 4 as Bonnet.
As Bonnet, that's no problem. That sounds. You've gone and done so much as just even as when she was just an ensign. Now as a Lieutenant JG, she's done a lot again. So by all means, the reputation increase is fine. Stacking up to 4.
No, I forgot what I got the reprimand for. It's been so long.
That was, I believe, the reprimand that everybody got for when you chose to help out the crew of the Mapui. When you were
so that was
racing
worth it.
them.
Oh, okay.
Starfleet
That's why I got it.
Intelligence,
Okay.
yeah. So that was everybody on the crew of the Combs got that reprimand because you chose to assist technically friends who were enemies and as a result, the Federation ended up losing a communication monitoring satellite station. So, yeah. You cost Starfleet intelligence some valuable intel on Klingon operations, but you did so to save your Klingon allies of the Mapui, so, yeah.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. Good to hear. Alright, any last things before we get onto the bit that I know not everybody enjoys, but enough do, that we get to the what may be the final Klingon War campaign turn. Nobody else has anything else to add? Okay.
Nope.
I'm good.
Then we are going to go over to the Klingon War campaign area. So, Pantaloon, look at your character sheet. What have you done, Dave?
I know what you did.
Alright, so if we remember, other people are altering, some people are altering other people's character sheets, essentially, changing names. Being grown-ups, you know, that thing.
Yeah.
Totally being grown-ups. But now I've got to see what it is. There we are.
So, don't. Whoever just changed that then.
So, oh Jesus, hang on a second. This always happens, I don't know why. I'm allergic to you guys, maybe, I don't know. I'd hate for that to be a thing. But, okay. The Klingon War campaign, as far as we were using the rules as suggested in the Federation-Klingon War Tactical Campaign Guide. We are very much getting... It feels like we're getting near the end of the conflict with the Klingons, because the Klingons have been stepping up operations. The 20th Fleet that you guys, the Combs, are part of, have been getting progressively more and more resources, but also have been progressively getting more and more to do. So as a result, this potentially last campaign turn has the pace set all the way up to 8, which quite frankly is huge. So you have, including today's episode, which is got the title Contaminant, there are 7 other points of interest that you're going to have to address in some form or other potentially. So, and making sense that it would be at this point in the wind down of the war, there are a lot of tactical points of interest to look at. So, I just want to test something first, since it's mostly Mark and Liz that have the most input on this, either for interest or whatever reason. Can I just check that, Mark, if you use the tool that's drawing tools, it looks like a pencil on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
If you select that and select the topmost one, which should auto be selected, like the divided square. Yep. Can you see if you can click and drag any of the assets in the asset area about the screen, or is it just me that can do it?
Just you can do that.
Okay, so you can create some, but you can't move ones that I've created. Okay, that's a shame. But before we go anywhere with the campaign, you do have 6 progression points, and you can spend 5 of those to do a roll on the progression table to gain potentially an extra asset. Do you want to, or would you want to save up from? Well, you can't save up from. Well, you may as well do it now.
Yeah.
Especially this is the last one.
Spend.
So, progression table shall now be rolled. Let's see what we get. Hadouken! Flexible deployments, one that you can actually save. Ooh, interesting. For an entire campaign turn, each resource may be used twice rather than once.
Oh, well done.
That's Oh
How?
yeah, each resource maybe twice. That's gonna be useful for,
Oh my.
especially since today's the last one.
Dump everything on things.
Right, here it goes then. Resource is going in this new box that I've just presented. There it is. So, flexible deployments for the entire campaign turn. Each resource may be used twice rather than once. Now, resources. What counts as a resource? Is it everything, or is it just certain things? Let me make sure we're not going to be overdoing this.
Please be everything.
Please be everything. Yeah, I know what you mean, but resource assets. No, I didn't think so. So resource assets are the one-shot things that you get. So what we're looking at is things like Miraculous Escape, which I've just pulled down the bottom. What else do you have? Admiral Hardin, you had something. Oh, there's another one. Cutting-edge scientific theory as a resource and therefore can be used twice. You've only got those many, unfortunately. Mostly you have got ships and commanders.
Ships and commanders can't
Be used more than once, sadly. No, because they can't be in more than one place at a time. However,
I'd say that would be insane.
you can use cutting-edge scientific theory twice. And if you needed to, you could use Miraculous Escape to ignore a roll on the character loss table twice. So that would be something. So, where would you like to start? We've got a military 3, science 4. We've got a military 5 down here. Military 4, military 3, military 2.
We could start with the tackle. That's a science 2.
I was just thinking, because we've got a lot of stuff. There's 2 that are urgency 2, prioritizing things. We've got 1, the first one is science. It is a higher science requirement, but then we go through all our science stuff at that, and then all of our military at the one below. And it seems we can use cutting-edge scientific theory twice. We can check it once at that.
So, going this way?
That would be my suggestion.
Okay. So this is suggesting that you can use cutting-edge scientific theory either once on one thing or twice during the same point of interest. If you do, it's going to be essentially like having 2 helpers with the same score. So who would you like to assign to this this science 4 point of interest?
The Mercia.
Definitely, yeah. It's insane. That one.
Mercia. So you essentially, are you using cutting-edge science theory on this twice?
Well, at least once.
At least once.
Next
Okay.
one.
Yeah, because we can use cutting edge on the other science. That's actually science 2.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. So you've got 1 helper and 1 the Mercia as what would make sense as the primary. So you've got space for 2 more helps on this science 4. So what would you like to post to it?
The Coquelin has a good science as well. It's essentially the same as the science resource.
I mean, let's go with the USS Combs, the Nova. Get the Nova class and save the Holland, the other science. The 2 science.
Makes sense. Okay. Omnis.
At least a 12 force, so a little bit higher, try to get double success.
Yeah.
Nice. Good. Well thought.
1, 2, 3. We need 4 successes and dice to pass that.
Now, bearing in mind, one of those is going to be rolling 2 dice.
So it's 2, 3, yeah, so it's 4 dice.
So 1
We need
more.
4 successes. I would suggest another 1. Colin's highest.
But do you want to do as Liz suggested, which is keep the highest one for one of the other science-related points of interest?
Which
the Lexington has a 12-3 science.
do that.
Yeah.
Albert is lower than that. Yeah, do that.
Alright, Lexington. Alright then.
Yeah.
So then, Captain Chaos, let's have you rolling first, shall we, Dave?
Okay.
I would like you to roll a single 20-sided dice for the Omnus. We are looking at science, so we're looking at 12 and below, please.
That's make me command it off.
That is a fail. Right. So... who's next? Chris, could I get you to roll a 20-sided dice? I'm asking you to roll for the Lexington. We're looking for 12 and below as well.
Yep.
We're mainly looking for 3.
Hello!
Thank you very much.
Hey, that's a 2. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Alright then, Connie. No, we don't actually know. Yeah, Connie. We've done Dave already. Connie, we are going to ask you to be cutting-edge scientific theory, please. So I would like you to roll a 20-sided dice. We're looking for 13 and under. That is a 12, which is a success. We got 3, so we need 1 more. So, Liz or Mark, which of you two would like to be the part of the Mercia?
Liz.
Right then, Liz, roll 2 20-sided dice. We're looking for 15 and under. Oh!
15 and under.
It is a 15 and under. So it is technically a success, but it is a success with a complication. So let's see what that means. Let's see.
Hey, I'm getting all my bad rolls around now.
Liz, do you roll a It feels good.
Just to see Thomas the Tank Engine's evil twin turn up, I think. So, getting good use out of that animation.
Don't plan it, I swear.
Alright, I'm not going to roll an additional point of interest on this flawed success. I would like a roll on the loss for a ship or character asset. There was no character asset, so it's going to be on loss of a ship. So let's see. Ship losses.
Do we want to use the tape?
Only
It's a
minor damage. Okay, so that's... The ship is available next game turn, only minor damage. So let's say the Mercia, in process of them performing whatever maneuvers they needed to try and create this new tactical doctrine that needed to be tested. There was an accident. The the Mercia was pushed a little bit beyond its means, and there was minor damage incurred. But that was close. That was a close one, but that is a success. That is a successful resolution of that point of interest. Well done. So, cutting-edge scientific theory goes back to being usable. These guys I'm going to cluster here so that I know that they have been used. Right, you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 remaining, but one of which is unknown, one of which is exploration, so those don't necessarily get worse if you leave them. The next one down. Alrighty.
Yeah.
An enemy flagship conducting military patrol. Now, if I remember, your biggest, nastiest...
Oh, wait. What we wanted to do last time was build up enough extra
campaign,
that
yeah.
we could
Momentum,
use
yes.
use the USS on that. Because that way we can roll all 5.
I don't know, no, you guys are exactly the same. Worst case scenario, we can all try to save Commander Sigmund as well.
Yes.
Because Sigmund, the Ghost are...
Top military.
Yeah, they're both from Section 31, so it makes sense that they would be on the ship.
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. Alright, so moving on. There's a Science 2 tactical one, so that could be useful for getting some momentum.
Yeah, because the Science 3 isn't that urgent to get. So yeah,
You
let's
said
do that.
Cuchulainn was one that you looked at that had a reasonably high science rating.
Yeah, 13, 3. And then
Now,
we wasn't cutting edge for the last time.
Okay. Cutting edge.
And then we want to score extra, so what else do we have to throw at science-wise?
Let's see.
Alpha? Yeah, Alpha doesn't have much use, there's no personnel.
Random curiosity, maybe?
12-3.
12-3. That's the best we've got.
Yep.
Yep.
You have a surprising lack of science-based ships in this fleet.
Well, I mean, it is a fleet made for war, so it kind of makes sense.
It seems so. Getting the impression that the 20th Fleet are the vanguard. Vanguard? Rearguard of Starfleet. The final.
How about...
You're...
So,
You could be both the vanguard and the rearguard.
what about the Merlin as well, to build up points?
So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have one more
Yeah.
if you want 5 dice.
Yeah, we can use the Merlin.
With the Merlin go. There it is. Ambassador class. Okay. I'm going to put that roughly by there.
Alright.
Alright then, so, let's get... Well, Chris has so far rolled the best, so what do we want to try and keep his luck and get him to roll for one of the guys that have got a lower score, or do we want to keep him to roll for the one with the highest score?
Let's keep going round. It's all chance. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah, and I think what would it be? Is it Dave's turn or Mark's turn? I forget which one didn't roll.
Mark didn't
Mark.
roll, so...
It's not roll either.
Connie did roll.
Oh,
Yeah, you're the last one because you had me roll the 2d20.
yeah, so I'm rolling 1 d20.
If you want to. Are you being... Never mind. Well, that was the Merlin, and so that was a 0.
Beans.
The Merlin up. Let's go back around then. Now do we want to use Chris's golden dice roll?
Yeah, go for the cool one.
Yeah.
Alright then, Chris.
My luck is great until it's not.
Well, that's fine. We want you to be the Cuchulainn, which is the lead, so we're asking you to roll 2 if you could, please. 2 20-sided dice.
No worries.
We're looking for 13s and unders. Yes,
Ooh.
and yes! Double victory. Which means you've succeeded, so anything else now is extra.
It's very, very good, Chris. Very good.
So, Connie was cutting-edge scientific theory before. So let's have Connie be the Randar's curiosity this time. 1 dice, 12 and under, please.
Yeah, and that means
Nope, never mind.
Oh.
Dave in the cutting
Dave
edge.
is cutting-edge scientific theory. Dave, roll a 20-sided dice, 13 and under. We got 60. Okay, but you
We're
got
not
the
getting
requisite.
it.
You got the requisite number to several enemy scouts reported. Find out what they were searching for. You did. You thwarted them. That's done. Cutting-edge scientific theory has now been spent. These guys, I'm going to move these spent ships now to a place that's a little bit easier to get to. And then let's see.
So we have military 5, military 4, military 3, military 2, or also 3.
Well, we've got Admiral Harding with a social of 16-4 and Captain Seren. Sorry, Captain Seren. Seren. And
We got the Concord, which is a decent middle.
oh no, I was thinking of going for social.
Oh, social. Oh yeah, we do have Captain Seren as well as Harding.
'Cause that's
Captain Seren
two-
would be a really good one to use, so let's bring Captain Seren down for this. The social one, okay. An independent world requesting military aid. Yes, yes, yes. He would be a very good lead to use on that. Military 2, social.
The
Rails
Alba
are
doesn't have
good.
that bad social. It's better than military.
Yep. But it's got good science, and we've got one more science to do. Maybe.
Well, I mean, it's an expedition. It's not like it's going anywhere.
Okay.
There's that.
Yeah, let's use the Alba then.
Okay, Alba goes down. Social 9-2, Social 9-1, Social 11-2 on the USS Ghost, but no. Admiral Hardin 16-4.
That's what I'm thinking. Harding.
Yeah.
An admiral, a
those three
captain, and an Excelsior class.
Yeah, Captain Seren's the captain of the Alba, and Harding just accompanied. But
Planting,
get a
or
ride.
flying the flag, as they say, when an admiral goes on another ship. Is
Yeah.
that enough,
Seren-
or do you want to add one more?
I don't think the other ones are worth it.
No,
That's a
no.
placement.
Just go with what you got?
Go with what we got.
Yeah.
Seren leading, of course, so that's 4 dice.
So that's 4 dice in total. Yes, 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 yes. So, if Seren, do you want to do Seren last or first?
First.
Well. Gee, thanks.
All right, who's ever's rolling for Captain Seren, looking for 16-5, roll 2 dice.
Do you really want me to roll again, Mark?
Yep. Just
I
do good. Do good.
would try.
Yeah. 1, 2. 2 successes.
Cool.
You only need 1 more. So, who do we want to be Admiral Hardin with his 1 dice?
Well, everyone's rolled 2 except for Marky Mark.
Oh dear.
Well, now I have to see you roll. You got it! 3
Hey!
successes. So anything else now from the USS Alba is extra. So do we want Golden Dice Chris, or do we want Captain Chaos Dave, or do we want Connie to roll?
Let's go with Chris.
Golden Dice Chris? Okay, Chris, no pressure, but
No, none whatsoever.
single
what-
20-sided dice, please. We are
Cool.
looking for 10 and under. Oh,
Well.
just out. But you still got exactly
Still
what
got-
was needed. So you put the right guys for the job on that one. Ooh, it's
Alright,
not
so we
putting
still-
these down.
So, Military 5, Urgency 2, Military 4, Urgency 1, Military 3, no urgency, Science 3, no urgency.
Correct. So I will move the little urgency ones down. So you've got 2 military, very high military points of interest now remaining. Enemy flagship and a renowned enemy captain. Maybe even that renowned enemy captain that's been causing you so much trouble in the sector.
Which one are you thinking there, Dave?
Yeah, Dave, which one do you think should be gone for first? Or do you have no input whatsoever?
I don't really have an input.
What have we got left?
The Concord, which is a 14-5. Raynar, which is a 12-2. Stargazer, 12-3. A Sovereign class, which is a 12-4. Commander Gatrell, 12-2. The Sitting Bull.
Is not very
Which
good
is a
at military
9-2.
at all. The Sitting Bull should
And
maybe
then-
sit this one out.
Did we gain any? No, we haven't got any momentum, have we?
No, no momentum. You've
No.
been hitting it exactly on the head each time.
I don't think we're going to succeed at the flagship. So it'd be better
So
to target the captain. Because the
yeah,
other
we
two
can.
don't have urgency. So we might as well take out one of them. So it doesn't become a military 5 next turn.
Yeah.
Eat the flagship, throw everything at a military 4.
I mean, we'll still have some left over because there'll be more. We have more stuff unless you want to try the military 3 after the military 4.
That's
Yeah,
what
you
I'm thinking.
You could
Just everything.
split Sigmund, but yeah, check everything. Okay.
I'd say check
So-
everything we can at military 4, and the scraps at military 3.
All right, so the Ghost, Sigmund, and at least the Concord at the military 4.
2, 3. That's 4 dice.
It's the Concord. Yeah. Alright.
And that
Right,
leaves
and
us
then-
with
12-2, 12-4, 12-3, 12-2, 9-2.
Personal. 12-2, 12-2 is identical. I'd say chuck Rayner on that as well. That gives us a chance. And then we've got 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not ideal to chuck at the military 3.
Alrighty.
Try and get this one.
So, we're leaving that one float, but we're trying our best to get this renowned enemy captain out of the area. So, the Ghost has military 15-4. Pardon me, I'm looking at the wrong way. 16-5, so that would make sense to be the one that leads. Okie dokes. So, who wants to roll for the Ghost? The Section 31 ship.
Chaos.
Captain Chaos
Go on, Dave.
himself. Alright then, Dave, they've nominated you to roll 2d20, pardon me.
Yeah, let's go with the 2d6.
Yeah, that should be good.
I do beg your pardon, wrong system. Oh, that is...
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Where's it gone?
It's 3.
15-5. 15-5. Oh, it's a 16-5. No, it's 16-5. 16-5, which means 1, 2, 3 successes. What
So we
about
need one more.
Sigmund? Now, Chris's golden dice have maybe left us, so do we want to nominate somebody else to be Sigmund?
Connie?
Connie, do you want to try as Section 31's Natalie Sigmund?
Okay, I'll be Natalie's scapegoat.
Okay. 1d20, 15 and under. Yes, success. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, which means you've blasted it. So,
Yep, and then me and Mark, either the Concord or Raynar.
I'll do the Concord then.
Alright, so I'll be Raynar.
okay, so Mark first, then 14 and under.
Come on. Oh!
Yep, success. That's 1 extra. And, oh, double. 7 successes. You got 3 over and above what was needed, so you do get 3 points of campaign momentum, which could be useful considering what's coming up. But, yes, a renowned enemy captain was operating in that sector. You sent your fleet in, and he's no more. Done. Gone.
I suggest we chuck all that campaign momentum on the Reginald Mitchell, because it's got the highest critical chance.
Yeah,
And
sure,
then-
that's true.
So how many dice is that? And then we just chuck the next best ones on as well.
On the 3?
I'm on about the flagship. Give
All
it a
right,
go.
let's risk it for the biscuit, shall we?
That's in it.
Because it's military. Because it's military's the best thing in those clumps.
Yeah, 12-4. So Reginald, and then how many dice can we buy? What is it? 2 extra?
2 extra.
So that's 4. We could chuck 1 more, which would be... Yeah, so we got Reginald Mitchell...
12-4, then
2,
you've got
buy 2 extra.
12-2, then you've got 12-3, so it's a pretty...
I
No,
would say
I'd go-
the Reginald and the Stargazers, because better critical on both of them.
Yeah, get both of those, but the Reginald rolls 4 dice with the extra, bought with momentum, so that's 4 plus
Yeah.
1. And then we still got 2 things we could chuck at something else and hope.
Yeah.
So,
or you could
just-
check those last 2 at the Military Unknown.
Okay then, so for my benefit, this is the USS Reginald Mitchell is going to be leading this against the enemy flagship.
Yeah.
Rolling.
And are you
Last.
bringing in Commander Cottrell, or is he not?
No, we're gonna go with the Stargazers. Better critical.
Just the Stargazer and the Reginald Mitchell. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but you are spending momentum on dice
Yeah,
Mhm.
for the original.
Maxed out.
for the
Yeah, the
Reginald
Reginald's
Mitchell.
going to roll all. But let's roll the gut Stargazer first.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who didn't roll last time? Chris?
We have all rolled, I think 3 times in a row.
So in that case, because Chris didn't roll last time, I'm going to ask you to roll for the Stargazer, if you please, sir. 1 dice.
Yep. Oh,
Oh! Nope. Nope.
the more I roll, the worse it gets.
Alright then. But at least we're
Just
about to reach critical mass soon, so it should reset.
4 criticals. Whoever rolls, please.
Alright then, so it's going to be... You're rolling 4 dice for this, is it? Spending all your campaign momentum. Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we think is going to be the one to roll these 4 dice? Connie, Dave, or do you want one of you two? Dave didn't do too badly last time, so maybe it's Connie's turn for some good rolls? Or do one
There
of
we
you
go,
two want
Connie,
to take
you
the,
just-
Connie, okay.
Yeah.
Connie
Not
just got
Captain
nominated.
Chaos.
Not Captain Chaos.
It's Connie now.
Oh no.
Connie,
Oh,
roll
no.
4 20-sided dice. We're looking for 12s and unders.
Preferably 4 and under.
Preferably 4 and under for the USS Reginald Mitchell. Ooh, there's a 4.
Oh,
1, 2,
there's one.
3. That's 3 in total. How many
It's
did we
not
get? That's not enough. Didn't beat him. You
Yeah.
got 3,
We only
needed
got 3.
5. Never mind.
Aw.
What happens as a result of not managing? So just plain old failure. There were no complications. So you have an option here. You can choose to withdraw forces, and so your assets remain intact, or you can go for a flawed success, and that means that we roll on the ship loss table.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I mean, if this is our last campaign
Last
one, might as
blast.
well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flawed success, which means we roll on ship losses. And I am gonna make it for the big one, the Sovereign class. Maybe not, actually, because it was the Stargazer that rolled the least. Because it rolled a 19. I'll go for the Stargazer instead. Because it's iconic. Let's see, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Only minor damage, you jammy sods.
I was about to say, if we lose a ship, how many people were on Miranda
Stargazer,
class?
a lot. Not as many as would have been on the Sovereign class, but you lucky. So the luck of the Stargazer once again pulls out as it takes only minor damage, and it is a success. You do take out that enemy flagship, but nearly at the cost of the Stargazer, which means the Stargazer just pulls through. Oh, that was close. That was so very close. So all you've got left is Commander Cottrell and the Sitting Bull.
Throwing both of those onto the
Might as
unknown
well.
three.
Well, I think
Yeah,
Mark and Liz, it's up to you now. The other guys have done their thing and done it very well. So
Alright.
that's the
I've got an
last
idea.
the last thing in the last turn of this campaign. The war
I'm
campaign
gonna roll-
thing.
I'm gonna flip a coin. 1, it's Liz. 2, it's me.
Oh, for what? That who rolls the 2 dice?
Yep. Hey! I'll roll 2 dice.
Cool.
So let's see. It's going to be the Sitting Bull with its military of 12-2, and then 9-2 for the Gatrell for 12-2. The Sitting Bull for 9-2.
Yep. So I am the Sitting Bull, and Control is
No.
yeah, that Sitting Bull doesn't do nothing.
It is not a military ship.
So 12-2. So this is really
2 dice,
likely.
12 and unders.
Oh no!
No! 1 success and a complication, a serious setback. Which means that I get 1 extra point of threat to spend. So it goes up to 11, and we once again do ship loss, or ship or character loss. So I am gonna flip a coin between losing Commander Gatrell or the Sitting Bull. Commander Gatrell for 1, Sitting Bull for 2. Commander Gatrell. Character loss.
We can
What's-
use Miracle Escape.
Well,
Miracle Escape.
potentially. Let's see what happens. Nothing serious. Oh my god! 20th Fleet has just got a lucky rabbit's foot stashed somewhere that is just like awesome in scope and power. Wow.
I looked up how many people are on a Cheyenne class. We saved 320 people.
What's the bet that this unknown alien species might very well have been the Hagit?
Knowing how good they probably did, I would say so.
So that could very well have been the Hagit's engagement. Now, the fact that it said an unknown alien species would suggest that the Hagit were given their own ships rather than Klingon ones. So that's an interesting possibility there, that the Hagit have started to create their own brand of starships. So, so House Krell's vassal house has indeed had its first major engagement and caused Starfleet to retreat. So that is a successful operation they conducted, which leaves us with a populated world is suddenly experiencing an unexpected decaying orbit. Well, that's a serious problem, but unfortunately 20th Fleet has got no more assets to throw its way, so it's going to have to make do. But yes, overall that was our last campaign turn in the Klingon Federation War campaign. So, whew, it was a bumpy ride, let's say. You did get a lot of assets by the end of it and started doing very well with it, but at first, it was your losses were quite hefty. So, that for me was interesting, how it seemed to actually suggest the very narrative that Deep Space Nine suggested during the Federation-Klingon War, which was that Starfleet were actually taking a bit of a walloping.
What was our success to failure rate over the course of the campaign?
You did have more successes,
Yeah, it's okay then.
but you did see a large number of military points of interest
Blunders.
gain in urgency until they became so bad that the sheer number of points of interest you had to deal with increased over the course of the campaign. So It was very much a case of because you couldn't defeat a few things early on, they became bigger and bigger problems. And so as you were getting more and more resources, you were turning the tables back the other way, but it still has been a slog. So overall, the story this has told has been very interesting, I think. And that does mean that the heavily damaged USS Higgins is eventually brought back into service. A little too late. But that was our campaign thing, so I'll get feedback on that at the very, very end. But for now, we will proceed with going to the Combs. So there we are. So at this moment in time, the crew of the Combs are still in the Klingon Federation War. So that conflict is still very much going on for your characters. And if you recall, the last we left the Combs itself had taken quite a bit of damage because you had been dealing with that anomaly at the edge of the Hefner Bay system. The good news is a month has passed since that weirdness happened, and you haven't heard anything back from the Klingon captain, whose name escapes me for the moment, so I will just have a look. Captain Kanok, who you helped evacuate his crew, and his crew and yours then joined forces to take on the Orion boarders that you had, making trouble on your ship. But not having heard anything back about Captain Kanok and whether or not his speaking your praises has had any effect, it's not a surprise to learn nothing so far has gone anywhere, because communication between both sides is currently off. So, we find ourselves in we are currently in episode 32, for those of you who are going to be keeping your personal logs, and the stardate for this I shall give momentarily as I give the captain's log. Captain's log, stardate 50526.6. The Combs has just left starbase K7 and is heading towards the 38 Linsis system to conduct patrols of the Klingon Federation border. We have already been involved in a total of 9 engagements with the Klingons within the last standard week, and the crew are all feeling it. Our last engagement in Donatu supporting other elements of the 20th Fleet saw some very close calls, most notably a near-fatal lapse in judgment on the part of the USS Concord that could have resulted in the loss of all its hands were it not for some quick thinking on the part of the USS Merlin. The Klingons, however, seem indefatigable. I don't know what's going to happen if this war keeps going, but this is starting to tax even my stamina. We can afford no lapses in judgment. And so, we find ourselves...
Stardate again?
The stardate was 50526.6. I will post it right here.
Yay!
Hello, Chris. Okay, so the ship is on standard patrol along the border at this moment in time. And, as tends to happen, when it's all quiet is when you've got to be most vigilant. Commander Gerkow, on the science station, gets an alert on sensors. You are currently, as the captain's log stated, near the 38 Linsis system. And your sensors detect the presence of hydrazine on a nearby planet. Hydrazine is a propellant usually found in Starfleet shuttlecraft. Now, as far as you're aware, and your tactical officer and your navigation officers can corroborate this, there are not supposed to be any other Federation ships in the area. What would you like to do?
First of all, I misunderstood that. I thought you meant there was raw material of hydrazine. But regardless, I'll tell the captain. This appears to be a Federation shuttle, or signs that indicate there might be a Federation shuttle on the planet. I suggest we scan further to see if there is such a shuttle. And maybe scan the system to see if there have been any Federation ships nearby. And we can see if anyone's dropped off.
I concur, Commander. Commence your scan. Okay, so Gerkow can do this, and the ship will assist. You can have one other assistant if you wish, because you don't currently have any momentum with which to gain more. So, the ship still has high-resolution sensors, which means that any successful task assisted by the ship sensors gains 1 bonus momentum. So, who wants to be the ship? Shall we have...
Yeah, I guess I could.
Cool.
Redeem yourself, Liz.
Yeah.
I didn't roll the last 20.
Well, quite.
I only rolled 120 and 1-1 so far, okay?
So, Gerkow can give us 2 dice using control and science. The ship can give us sensors and science. If there's nobody else adding themselves to this, then go ahead and make those dice rolls, please. Nothing from the ship. And 1 success from Gerkow. Okay.
At least it wasn't a 20. I'm happy.
At least it wasn't a 20. Okay, so the hydrazine traces that you currently show indicates a trail traveling through space and seems to be heading in the direction of the nearby system that I mentioned before, which is 38 Linsis. The fact that it is a trail, and a thin one, doesn't suggest naturally occurring hydrazine gas, especially because it appears to be actual fuel, and there is a trail. This was a successful task assisted by the ship's sensors, so you do gain a bonus momentum if you want to use it to ask a question. And I have to answer truthfully, because this bonus momentum can't be saved. So, if anybody can think of an appropriate hydrazine-related question that they would like to ask, then give it a go. Otherwise, I'm going to pose it to the sensor operator.
No, I think it's a sensor operator.
I was
Yes, Dave.
gonna say maybe a good question would be how long the trail's been there for.
Ah, interesting question. Okay, that's a good question. Connie, do you have any advance on that? No. Dave, do you have any advance on that?
No, I was gonna say it depends on what Connie has to say, though.
Connie, any input on this?
I think that's a good question. Yeah, I think that's a good question, considering that what I also wanted, when we did the scan, or not necessarily a scan, like if we knew if there were many other Federation ships that had passed by recently, and then in conjunction we could have investigated.
Okay, any ships that could have investigated recently could be its own separate check for navigation. The navigation officer, the helm officer to try. especially since you're still down on momentum. So I will say that the hydrazine trail's decay rate suggests it's been lingering in space for about a week. So, if you want to discover if there were any other Federation ships in the area, then I would suggest your navigation officer and helm officer would be the best one to have a look, because she would have access to latest navigational records. So this could again be a... Excuse me, mate. Hang on. My cat has seized control of the mouse. Thank you, mate. The ship can also assist with this. Oh, something I forgot to mention with the last ship assisting the role, because it was a 16. But whenever the ship assists outside of combat, it always counts as having a focus. So if I can have this time... Chris, do you fancy being the Combs this time?
Sure thing.
Thank you. We are looking for... Now, what are we looking for this time? I'm going to say communications and con, because we're looking for evidence of other Federation ships in the area. So that's one dice from the ship, if you please, and check it as using a focus.
Yeah, no worries.
Because the ship counts as having a focus. That is a success. Neato.
Cool.
So, if we can have Bonnet give us... Control and con sounds like an operation to me, since you're accessing records.
Any focuses?
Focuses. Helm operation comes the closest, I think.
Okay, perfect.
Because part of your daily helm operations would be checking to see if anybody's nearby. 2 successes, very good. 3 overall, so that does throw momentum into your pool. Very nice. No
Yay.
Federation ships were present within the last week. So, what would you like to do now with this knowledge?
Can
Space
we...
trip.
Dave, you start first.
Sorry.
Connie, hold on to what you were going to say. Don't lose it.
Can we try and find out the class of ship from the trail?
Interesting. Connie, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say it's a space trip for us.
Okay. Trying to determine the type of ship from the propellant amount. This sounds like something Tavish could try. Does anybody here have starship recognition as a focus?
Didn't Garrow have it?
Let's have a look.
No, I can't select anything. What's going on?
He's got nothing.
No, nothing on Garrow.
Well, Phlesc and Sobek have starship design.
They do, so that could be an avenue to pursue. So you could spend one of your allocations of supporting cast on somebody like that if you wanted to.
Dufresne has starship recognition. Sorry.
Sorry. Dufresne has starship recognition. Cool. Another win for the science crew. So, yeah. Let's say... Contact was not found. You're going to reset. That's probably a good idea. Okay, so we've lost Mark for the moment while he resets his connection to the virtual tabletop. In the meantime, we were going to see if we could tell what type of ship it was. So, it sounds like Tavish's go, but probably supported by Dufresne. If you want to spend crew support and bring in Dufresne on the operation. Up to you guys.
I'm fine with that. We could always use Dufresne for other stuff too. I better activate them now.
She's got sensors and stellar phenomena, so yeah. Okay.
Does warp engines help here? having a focus in warp engines, seeing as this is
Potentially, yes. I'm going to go with yes. Because it will help in the identification of the type of starship you're looking at. So, Connie, since Beatrice Dufresne is one of yours, do you want to be Beatrice Dufresne, or do you mind handing it over to somebody else who hasn't rolled yet? What would you like to do?
I don't mind. Who hasn't rolled in a while?
Chris?
Chris hasn't rolled in a bit, so Chris could be Dufresne.
I can. I was the Combs a minute ago, but I don't mind.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've rolled twice lately, so I'm
Okay.
good.
Chris, if you can be Dufresne, and you are going to be giving us, let's see, we are looking at what type of ship this is. So this sounds like Reason and On, probably, for Dufresne, with the Starship Recognition focus.
Cool.
Would I be reason and engineering?
Yes, and the good thing about Dufresne is she's got the assistant talent. So she is assisting a task, but she's using science or medicine. She's using con this time, so never mind. Never mind. Ooh.
Lovely.
Golden dice is back again. Oh, wow, look at that. 5 successes in total, so, yeah. Bing a bong. Actually, I'm going to add another one, so there we are. 4 momentum. Right, the type of hydrazine mix that you are looking at suggests it's not actually a Federation shuttlecraft that you're looking at. The kind of ship that would be giving out this much of a hydrazine leak and this particular type of mix would suggest potentially a Klingon ship.
Would we know how big the Klingon ship is from that reading?
Again, the fact that only shuttlecraft use it on Federation ships would suggest a small craft, potentially.
Okay.
Because a bigger ship would have impulse engines rather than need actual gas propellant.
I mean, I suppose it's reasonable to assume it's damaged if it's leaking. So maybe a rescue effort.
Is it going towards the planet or away from the planet?
There seems to be a trail that suggests that, yes, the hydrazine leak originated from somewhere out in space and is trailing towards a planet, the 4th planet, in the nearby system of 38 Linsis.
It might be going for repair, and it's a base, or it's just about to crash.
I think then. My suggestion is that we go there, make ourselves as small as possible on readings.
Sneaky.
Yeah, go there sneaky, and then do probably a high orbit where we can probably
Observe from above, kind of thing.
Yeah, and check the planet, because going there and then doing a scan, we never know what we're
Okay. So you are activating your reduced sensor silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, getting to actually use it now.
I know.
Cool.
I thought, oh well, we've got it, might as well use it.
Absolutely. Okay. So Captain Sobek agrees that this sounds like a pretty good idea, but he does say that he orders Ensign Ravalon, your communications officer, to send a communication back to Starfleet Command saying that you are diverting course to investigate this hydrazine trail. So this means that you do lower your overall power signature using your new toy, on the Combs and get to float into the system, having a good old look. You follow the trail, and it does seem, indeed, that there is a trail, a strong trail of hydrazine that goes down to the 4th planet. And you achieve high standard orbit around the planet. The first thing you notice, though, is that there don't seem to be any satellites or shipyards or anything like that in orbit of this planet or any other planets in this system. What would you like to do?
Can we scan the planet
Okay.
for the ship?
For the ship. Okay.
Or
Wow.
shuttle. Or whatever it is.
Sounds like Gerkow's job, or potentially Dufresne's job, since she has got starship recognition. But Dufresne is one of Gerkow's science group, so it's up to Gerkow whether or not she wants to take lead or let one of her juniors do so.
If I take the lead, can I still have Dufresne assist?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, we'll take advantage of that assistant.
Okay then, groovy. Now this will be using science this time, so her assistant talent will help, which means that she gets to re-roll her single d20 if it becomes a bad one. Who's going to be Dufresne? Who hasn't rolled in a bit? We're going to need two folks. One to be the ship, one to be Dufresne. So
I'll be the ship then.
You'll be the ship. Who wants to be Dufresne? Liz, you haven't rolled in a bit?
Okay, I guess I could be Dufresne.
Cool.
I could be the other French person.
Indeed. So, for Dufresne, we are looking for signs of the ship down below. So, we're going reason and science for Dufresne with focus, of starship recognition. It's going to be reason and science for Gerkow too, and the ship is going to be sensors and science.
That's for me, right?
Focus, doesn't it?
And the ship gets to act as if it's got a focus, yes. Ooh, very good. Good for Dufresne. Not so good for the... It seems the sensors took a bit of a whack during the last engagement with the Klingons. 2 successes. Okay. Scanning for the ship strangely yields little success, which can mean one of a few possibilities. It means that if it was a ship, it was small enough that it could be hidden. Or if it was badly damaged, it may have just simply exploded or smashed into many, many little bits and pieces that have since become undetectable. So looking for the ship itself unfortunately yields no results. But alarmingly, what you do discover is that there are traces of hydrazine in a nearby river system that seems to feed a number of there is a scientific word for it, I'm trying to think of it. Settlements. A number of settlements which appear to dot the planet. From the amount of pollution in the atmosphere, this suggests that the planet is home to an early industrial civilization. So, not yet warp capable. But there is evidence of hydrazine contaminating the local water supply. So, what would you like to do?
Let's get our native cosplay on and have a look, I suppose.
Okay.
Cosplay.
All right. So according to some brief scans, both visual and sensor, the local natives are apparently identified as Juarans, and they are, luckily, bipedal humanoids. They don't seem to wear much in the way of clothing, as their bright, almost metallic blue skin seems to provide all of the protection they need from the rays of their local star, as well as everything else that they need protection against. And as such, yes, clothing appears to be mostly decorative and as a means of determining people's station, perhaps, it seems. But the atmosphere is still Class M and therefore breathable by all of yourselves without any additional assistance needed. So, those of you with very definite physical characteristics like Gerkow's Tellarite, shall we say, facial bone ridges and whatnot on their skull. Same goes for Phlesk's denobulin cranial protrusions. Dr. Sott could conceivably get away with no modifications except, of course, the change in skin color. But the native Juarans are all hairless. So any folks with hair, if they are going to be cosplaying, are going to need to go bald for this away team mission. But this is the 24th century, so hair loss is no problem.
I hear that, Mark, and how dare you. I was going to suggest sending down the EMD as proxy. You know, he's also a very bold man.
I'm only bald because I was designed this way, I'll have you know.
Can we design you to be less quiet? Or, more quiet? I'm sorry.
That would be an invasion of my programming, and you miss tinkering with, well, perfection.
You think
and
you're
quite
perfection?
Frankly, none of you are even qualified.
Well, I am.
I stand by my previous statement.
I mean,
even my cat protested at that.
Would you like some hair?
I am modelled after my creator, Professor Zimmerman, and as such it would be an insult to his memory and his genius were I not to continue to resemble my creator. So,
well, if you do want any upgrades, just let me know.
Considering your past, shall we say, record with upgrades, Commander, you will excuse me if I seem somewhat reticent, as he gestures towards the mobile emitter platform that he has attached to him, which is how he ended up in the thing in the first place.
Well, perfectly honest, it gets you round. You can go on away missions. You can do more than any EMH has ever done, ever.
And I am grateful for it, but let us say that is as far as I am willing to risk it. Unless, of course, you are suggesting that I should come along for this away mission.
I mean, if the Doctor approves.
He does.
Ooh, okay.
Then
so putting it together on an away mission.
I will take Dr. Sott's recommendation to take you. Though I don't actually have permission to do any of that. But
so
I definitely will suggest it to the captain to take you.
You cannot imagine my relief.
Maybe
I
should like quite little.
Hey, Dr. Sott.
Hi.
you want to set up a play date with Nylil and the EMH?
Fantastic idea.
Wouldn't it just be a play date with you and Nilo?
No, I can just.
Or
I
you
can
and
go.
the-
I can literally, like, hook. They don't. These two people are literally beings which have basically their own consciences and don't really need to have a physical form to interact. I can
We
just
do
sit there
indeed
in the.
have a unique connection.
They have
Exactly.
so much in common.
Yeah. You know, I can sit in the doctor's office and do some work. I have no problem with that, as long as they're having fun.
What exactly do you think I'm going to converse about with an EMH?
I don't know. It'd be nice for you to make some friends, other than myself.
Do
So
I
I'm
need
not
friends?
Well, having friends is a good thing.
I
have
thought it was
friends.
just you and me.
Well,
Are you
I
saying you're
would tr-
getting tired of me?
no, I am not getting tired of you. I am not getting tired of you at all. Okay? I am just wanting you to expand your horizons like any mother would.
Which means that you think I am limited.
No, I don't think you're limited at all. I believe what you can do is unbelievably massive.
Then I accept your premise. I will go on this playdate.
Thank you,
Sure.
Nyla.
Bearing in mind that's been happening entirely in Tavish's head, nobody else has heard Nylil's side of that conversation, so you can only imagine what's going on.
Would Tavish have that conversation? Would she speak that conversation or have that in
Well,
her
that is
head?
entirely up to you, Dave. What do you think?
I think part of it would be, but the whole, I want you to make friends and talking about that kind of stuff. I think that's kind of private. I think she would be like, no, I'm, kind of whispering kind of thing to her, going, this is so. Oh,
This is the sort of conversation we have in private.
actually, that was one thing I actually wanted to do. Actually, I wanted
Which
to.
was what?
But I could do it another time.
Okay, cool. Who else is going on this away mission then?
Me, I'm bold already.
And blue. So you're not blue. You're not entirely blue. You're just bald already. I was looking at your your tag
what
team
is it
partner
about?
there.
What is it about people in bold? What?
Because the Juarans on the planet below are all bald. So anybody
Well, I'm
who's
not.
going on with hair is going to have to shave it.
Why am I going?
You said I assumed you wanted to go.
No.
Yeah, no.
We have,
Yeah,
like,
no.
bald
Bonnie
caps.
would go if they give her a bald cap. She is not shaving her head.
Bald cap is fine.
I like. Do you need my? I mean, Phlesc is going. You don't need my technical expertise, do you?
Well, that's
Now, are they going by ship or are they getting transported?
And that's
Are they
again
taking a
up to
trip?
you. What do you think? It's safe. There's no atmospheric interference that would prevent you from beaming. So it's entirely up to you
Oh.
if you think the situation
would-
warrants
If
a
they-
shuttlecraft or a beaming.
I would beam it.
Oh, if they're beaming it, then Bonnie doesn't need to worry about going. She can just stay up here, safe and sound on a ship where she can keep her hair.
Fine. I'll let's shave. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, you can always take Lieutenant Commander Leon Zhang. That'd be fine.
Oh no,
Sure.
Tavish can't. No, even if Tavish shaves her hair, she has an implant.
Yes. So you're going to have to mask it somehow.
I feel like
Yeah.
Tavish instead of just wearing, a regular bald cap or shaving her hair, would create a holographic emitter for the head for like,
Oh
I
god.
don't know, a millimeter skin flesh colored projection.
I'm going to take that idea because that idea is fantastic, and just add to it, and have Nilil constantly keeping an eye on it to make sure that it is just perfection.
Huh. Now, even in the 24th century, hologram technology still requires fairly bulky technology. So,
Oof, okay.
hologram technology hasn't reached that. Oh, my cat keeps knocking into my my
Can
microphone.
I try and create hologram technology which is smaller right here, right now?
It would probably be something like something on a belt that would look like be masqueraded as a belt pouch, but this belt pouch would contain the holographic emitter.
Hmm. I don't know. I kind of really want to go, but the shaving my head and trying to cover up
Nilo.
Nilil. Well, not Nilil. Nilil's in my head. You can't see her. Though there probably is actually some scarring on my head from the operation.
Oh, we can take
It's
Ensign
it's
ACOS.
it's the my USB port, to put it simply, that I'm worried about.
The neural interface, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can always take ACOS. He's already bald.
There's that.
Matt,
Yo.
can we, like plasters, have Star Trek got something like that, which is, which can match my skin color?
Thermal patches, yeah.
Oh, well, I can just put that over the port, can't I then?
It would
Depending
still be a
on how
bump.
Oh.
So you
Yeah, I'm
just
not
have
going.
a slightly bumpy head.
No, I'm not going. I think it's a bad idea for Tavish to go.
Tavish values her looks so much that she's not willing.
No, it's not.
That is 100% why Bonnet is not going.
No, it's just it's not valuing her looks. It's making sure that she doesn't look out of sorts, and has to explain why she's got a massive bump on her head, or somewhere on her head.
Akos then gestures to himself as an Edosian who has 3 arms and 3 legs.
Fine. Someone get the clippers out. And Doctor, get me one of those patches, please.
Okay. So, we have got the EMD, we've got Dr. Sott, we've got Tavish, we've got Gerkow, and we have got ACOS for security. That's 5 folks, that's 1 for each of you to play.
Are we not taking the Phlesc? Phlesc is bold too.
Yeah, I thought I was going.
If you are going, then put yourself in the list of people.
Oops.
There you go. Last guy moved, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, we could have taken Garrow. He hasn't got much hair.
Garrow looks at you down his nose, down from underneath his eyebrows at that comment.
I mean, I don't care. I could play as Gero or ACOS. I don't care.
That's whoever doesn't have a main character.
Look, I'm taking off my whole head of hair. Yeah, I've got more than you.
Thank you, Knight Rider.
Give me that look.
The Star Trek phrase has always been to boldly go where no one has gone before. So yes, absolutely. Hey, nicely done. Captain
Yeah,
Sobek is just watching all of this going, who knew that humans and other non-Vulcans put so much value in their appearance?
Bonnie will look at the captain. So would you be willing to shave your head?
For the sake of a mission, absolutely. Besides which, it can be easily grown back again.
You know how long it takes to get the hair this long? And he goes like past her shoulder blades.
Swish. Does the Timotei flick, maybe? Yes. Very
Like,
well,
this takes a
Lieutenant.
while.
You do not have to go on this mission if you do not wish to. I am simply asking for volunteers. So either shaving your hair or bald cap. Sorry, I talked to you there.
All you can hear, probably from the doctor's office, is Tavish crying a little bit as she sees her hair falling off.
The hair clip
I
is
mean, I'm
coming
surprised,
out.
I'm surprised you didn't try to convince. I'm surprised you didn't just pick Carly Kinson. She doesn't have that much hair.
Well,
Ensign Kenson. Oh,
Henson
yeah,
probably
but
would have been up for it, to be honest, but there we I've now got this image in my mind of that scene from V for Vendetta where Natalie Portman's hair is coming out and she's just crying while she's in the barber's chair. She's being shaved, so yeah.
Oh, we could have. It would have also been funny to have Ensign version come and be bald.
It's an away team mission out for everybody. Let's everybody get bald for charity.
oh, this is no.
So, are these the final numbers of the folks that are going on the away mission?
Yeah. Now the question is, does Dr. Sott shave his beard and mustache?
Ooh.
I thought I was sticking behind and I was just sending the. But I guess for the
Oh,
sake
yeah.
of, narrative.
Well, nope.
No.
There are enough-
Dr. Sott is not allowed to come.
There are enough
He's not-
characters for you to have someone to be, so don't worry about that.
He's not allowed. He's not allowed to come. He
So
has to stay here. He can't get rid of the goatee. He can't get rid of that beard. That beard has to stay. It's
He
an
will
epic
lose his power
beard.
if he loses his beard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Then,
just send the doctor in my place, the EMV.
Okay, send the EMD instead. Nice.
Let-
Okay.
Let Tavish make the ultimate sacrifice of her hair, so your beard stays.
Very kind.
It's all right.
If it's a choice between Dr. Sott's beard and Tavish's hair, Tavish steps right up and goes, "Take me!" Okay. All right then. I think we're fine. Are we finally ready? Right. So this comes down to equipment that you want to take on the away mission. So you know where to find the equipment lists, I take it. So have a quick old look in that direction. But it's you suggest mostly
Environment suit, check.
now. Environment suit, really?
It's never off.
Well,
Well, you're gonna have to take it off. I'm sorry.
considering
Get
if
used
you
to
want
it.
to blend in with the local populace, who don't wear much clothing at all,
All I hear is a lieutenant commander giving the commander lip. So
there's that. And yet, this is the Combs. This is what happens. So,
The funny part is, Phlesc is the commander that has EV suits.
permanently EV suits. In fact, the EV suit is probably starting to smell a bit. But
All right,
no,
take that.
unfortunately, yes, as
It's
Tavish
off.
quite rightly points out, the away team protocols for this mission is blending in. So, EV
Get it
suits are going
off.
to have to stay behind.
It's off. Wow. It's off.
I
This
can't
is where
believe I
it's,
just said get it off.
This is where it turns out that Phlesc is actually, ripped. He gets spray painted in like a metallic blue color, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, when did you get abs?"
the weight of the EVA.
That EV suit is heavy, guys.
Well, both you and Connie hit the same comedy hit at the same time. Yeah. Jeez. All right. So yes, the fact that you're going to have to go with very little worn, means that big bits of equipment are probably going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to take. So stuff like tricorders can probably be hidden nicely enough by pouches and the like. Type 2 phasers are probably going to be the furthest and biggest weapons you're going to take. So Gerkow with his self-made spear that he had from that mission all those that year or so ago is probably going to have to leave that behind. Thank you, Cat. Mate, just sit.
I'm just gonna leave it on and just not use it. Same with Type 3. I really don't feel like dragging them back on later.
So, yeah, what I mean by that is I'm going to go under the assumption that they're not being taken, even though you can leave them on the character sheet.
Yeah, sadly, no Type 3.
No Type 3.
Taking engineering toolkit, would that... I could probably leave it
probably
on
get
the
away with that, but you're going to have to tear it down to only a few small pieces of equipment. All the
She
necessary
really needs the hyper
pieces.
spanner. Let's be honest.
Well, yes, okay. No one's making her leave the hyperspanner behind.
I was going to say,
There are
I'm not
steps we
going
won't
if you're
go.
not letting me. I was going to say, you're not going if you're not letting me take the hyperspanner. And that isn't Tavish, that's Dave saying that.
Fine, fair, and good.
All right. I know this is a bit out there, and I think the rest of the crew would agree with me on this item. But can we take a anti-grav sled?
You never know.
Mm-hmm. It's been useful as an elevator, as a go-kart. It's very, very versatile piece of kit.
We find a way.
I will say that you will more than likely find you have to disguise it somehow.
No, we don't want to disguise it.
Because, you know...
We want it.
We'll shave our hair, but no, the anti-grav sled is staying as is.
Yeah.
We're not risking Sott's beard, and we're not risking the anti-grav sled. Okay. I'm starting to see a pattern here.
We have morals here.
No, what you have are favourites.
Which I like to call morals.
Interesting. Alright. Any last minute additions to what you're taking there?
Do we pattern enhancers are too bulky, aren't they? Really?
Yeah, they're big, long rods.
Universal translator?
You've got one in your comm badge, so you don't really need one.
Okay. I'm just going through some of them. We do have the comm badges, don't we?
Yeah, and they're small enough they can be easily obscured.
So we don't really need, like, audio receivers, do we?
No, not the big in-your-ear Udhura type.
Bluetooth things.
Yeah, exactly.
Back in the day.
Just going through the list, more of the list.
I'd just like to be known that I've never taken the knife or dagger out of my belongings, but I am taking it on this trip.
Alright, okay.
Tricorder, I could probably get away with.
Yep.
An engineering toolkit which it's only got the essentials.
Yep.
Do you really want do we really want Tavish to take a Type 2 phaser?
Valid question.
Flesk has one.
Standard uniform standard, in it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's whether or not you trust someone like Tavish with a Type 2 phaser.
I thought
Considering
Tavish was being a
things she can
chaos
do with it.
bringer.
I'm being nice at the moment.
Yes, you are, so, you know. taking it where I get it.
Which should be actually quite worrying to the rest of you.
Without Phlesk's EVA suit, he's happy to have something that can be used to sterilize the surroundings, and everyone has one. It's a phaser. You can use it to kill bacteria in an area.
Not to mention everything else in an area, but okay.
Yeah.
What would
Alright,
happen if you hooked up 5 Type 2 phasers? Yeah, and actually no, no.
Yeah, maybe we should stop.
I'm giving myself
Captain
ideas.
Sobek raises a worried Vulcan eyebrow at the tie 5 phases together, and just holds up a hand for you to stop at that point.
Can people? All right. Can I ask? Can people stop putting stuff in my character sheet, please? Just seen past times. I've only just seen it.
I had no idea that giving everybody access to everybody else's character sheets would result in such silliness, but I should have expected it, really. It's my own
Was there anything there before? Or...
It was blank when I,
Oh.
That's why there's nothing there now.
Oh, I just wanted to see who did it, to be perfectly honest. Thanks, Mark.
Right, last call. Everyone's set.
Rock and roll.
All right then. So,
Yep.
go on. Nope, that was just an echo of me. Okay. Testing. Echo? No, it was Chris. Okay, never mind.
No echo.
Chris has momentarily muted himself, so he must have put himself on speakers just for a minute, which is
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
Hello.
I'm on mute at the moment. Did something happen?
Let me check. Hello! Nope, it's gone again, whatever it was. There was just a brief moment of echo. I was hearing myself, and I don't tend to hear myself. Mostly. Moving on. So, not taking shuttle, getting beamed down, I take it. I'm gonna go with yes.
Yes.
Since you're not having Bonnet fly you down, so, alright, well, let's see. Somewhere out of the way so you don't alarm the populace. And I'm gonna pull on a Captain Pike quote here, which is, why is it always an alleyway? Let's have you drop down. Here. So, needless to say that the emergency medical drone is very, very pleased and happy that he's part of an expedition and is trying his best to find a way to pack his hologrammatic camera, essentially. So he has to be talked down numerous times. And people just point out that he's got an image capture device already built into his portable drone projector anyway. So this is the kind of thing you're going to have to put up with. So, with everybody set and they're all set and ready, it's time to beam from the ship. As we find ourselves, this is taking a bit of time to learn. So you find yourselves on the planet's surface, and the place reminds you very much of kind of Victorian era London in its building aesthetics. Insofar as that they're still using brickwork, there's still natural resources being burned to provide heat and whatnot, but there is evidence on the horizon of large plumes of smoke going into the air, suggesting that, as initial scans indicated, that they are in an industrial era of development. And so you have transported in just out of the way of folks. You're on a bit of a rise, or a miniature cliff almost, where you can see down into what appears to be the main town square. People bustling about here and thereabouts. You see they are humanoids that are reasonably tall, but nothing that stands out to mark any of you out as being abnormal in any way. And all of them walking around with this bright, shining blue metallic sheen to their skin. It's all very, very pretty people. And so, you are down here, you are coloured and wearing either prosthetics or not, just plain painted, and you've got costume and whatnot to make you at least appear as if you are of the same peoples. So, you are free to go about your investigation. What would you like to do?
I think scan for any
Yeah.
indigenous life forms.
Life forms. Okey-doke. Then that suggests to me a control and medicine check, which could be best served by the EMD himself. Anybody else who wishes to assist with, who's got a reasonably good medicine discipline. I meant discipline. Which in this case would probably be Gerkow, with his medicine of 4. So Gerkow could assist the emergency medical drone in scanning for non-Juaran life forms, non-native life forms. So 1 dice from Gerkow, 2 dice from the EMD. Let's see, EMD focus. No focus really. Same goes for Gerkow.
What was the roll again?
Control and medicine. 1 dice for Gerkow, 2 dice for the emergency medical drone. Okay. Briss, you are usually the chief medical officer, so you may as well be the emergency medical drone.
Yeah, sounds good. Control medicine as well.
Yes, but 2 dice.
2 dice.
That's okay.
Legion of Honor.
Legion of Honor.
Yeah,
Does
he's got one.
the EMD have a Legion of Honor? He does. Oh, look at
Yeah, I
him.
spent a lot of time pimping up my posse, you know. They're all good.
Yes, you did. So, as much as he may get on your nerves occasionally, the EMD has done a good enough job that he's actually gained an award. So, good on him. Okay. Your ability to scan for non-native life forms appears somewhat hampered by the fact that you are not. Actually, let me walk that sentence back. You are not able to detect any life forms in the near vicinity, certainly, that do not appear to be of Juaran biology. Whether this is due to some level of interference, potentially from a crashed ship, or from something else, or from the fact that that whoever crashed in the ship may be dead, is difficult to tell at this distance. What would you like to do now with this knowledge? If you're sure.
Should we?
Go on.
I was gonna say, should we go mingle and do some investigating?
Yeah, I was going to say the same
Exactly
thing,
what
but
I was
differently by
saying
going,
afterwards,
let's go
people.
say hi. They look very pretty.
All right, okay. So there's no shortage of people around, and they're all very friendly. They're all very friendly folk. You can give the usual excuse that is actually in the away team manual of contact with pre-warp civilizations, which is we're from the north. It seems to
do
work
it in a
every
northern
time.
accent.
You can try an accent if you like, but you don't know what a northern accent is for Juarans, so...
Does it sound a little bit like this? I'm from up north.
No.
Tut north.
Up north. I would like whoever is going to be the face, the voice of the group, to give me a presence and command roll.
Oh,
I-
mine's
I
13.
actu-
But I have a focus in persuasion.
I have presence 9 and command 4, so yeah, I'm a 13 too. But I have no thingy. Garrow, presence 10, command 1.
Like, tell him where to shoot and he'll do it, but he has no idea what he's
You're really quiet, Chris.
Yeah, Chris has just become very, very quiet.
Oh, I don't know.
So-
I'm just laughing at like Garrow and how like he's got like one command. So it's like, you know, he's a very good shot if you tell him where to shoot, but otherwise he has no idea what he's doing.
Considering he's also the security chief, suggests that he's not as good at it as he should be, potentially.
If he needs to command, he
kidding.
just flexes. There
Well.
we go.
Well, yeah, indeed.
So I think Phlesc should be the face because he has the persuasion.
Makes sense to me.
But can they see
Persuasion.
through the hazmat suit?
He's not allowed to bring
I'm
the
not-
hazmat suit.
I'm not in it. I'm in full paint. I'm blending in.
I've got an idea. I've got an idea for those hazmat suits as well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So I'm using a.
Note the
focus.
response, folks. He went, "Oh no," rather than "Oh really."
I'm going to use this
Starcross.
to double my
okay.
focus
Or your
range.
focus
So I'll just-
range. Remembering all your diplomatic training that you've had to take for your command training.
And if everyone's okay, I'll steal a momentum to bump it up to 3 dice.
With double focus range, okie dokes. Yes.
And then character note.
Sounds good, because hopefully you can get us some more momentum. We need all the momentum.
And I'm talking to. Yeah. With all of that, I'm also going to.
I was going to suggest. Do you want help from Tavish?
Oh no, I'm going to go silly with this. You don't want to get involved. I'm going to use
Why?
my value of negotiation,
Negotiation value.
not as a determination spend, but gain, to make it a bit harder for myself. Hence why I'm chucking everything on it.
Making it harder for yourself by utilizing your negotiation value.
What episode is this? 32?
Interesting. 32. Yes, indeed.
He's going to say the
How are
wrong
you
word.
using negotiation? Sorry, Dave, I talked over you, but for the moment, my brain is going. How do you use your value of negotiation against yourself?
I am going to try and make it seem like I'm more familiar with this town than I actually am. I'm trying to convince them of something I have no knowledge of,
Okay.
and just try and charm them into thinking, oh, he's not only from the north, he's heard of us, he knows a bit about our culture, and win them over to my side. But I'm drawing on knowledge that doesn't exist, so I am just trying to, do a cold read.
Ah, I remember. I remember Bob. Did he work at the barbers?
No, we sent a trade envoy a couple of cycles ago. Did you know him? So that's how I'm going with this negotiation.
Okay. Noted. Give us your best roll then.
Are you sure you don't want Tavish's help? Because if this goes wrong, at least you can blame Tavish.
Do you want to join in? Go on
This
then.
this could be the thing that makes it harder for you. You never know.
Yeah, actually.
Right, I'm going to roll 3 dice. Dave, it's on you whether or not you want to. I'm happy for you to join in if you want to.
Yeah, I'll join. It'd be funny.
No, the thingy, the Legion of Honor.
Oh no, don't use it. Don't use it yet. Don't. Because
Oh.
I'm helping you out. So
Helping in
I need
inverted
two
commas.
there you go, matey. You can re-roll it. 1d20.
Whenever you assist another character using your command, the assisted character may roll a d20. Okay.
Okay, so
But you've got to
I'm
roll
using
your dice first. Go for it.
Okay, I haven't got a focus, so and it's just 1 dice. Please don't be a 20. It's a 9, but it's a success. But there you go, advisor.
because I'm re-rolling a d20, does my dedicated focus still apply, or
Yes.
is it just a?
Yes.
Oh,
it's,
okay.
It's treating it as the same roll, it's just re-rolling it. Not much better, but okay.
Nah.
Not much better, but it's not a 20, and you don't have to use a Legion of Honor.
Awesome. There we go. How well did I chat him up with 2 successes? That was dreadful.
You nearly lost it.
Okay. Let me think. Oh wow, okay. Alright, so you barge in, you find the nearest people you can in order to essentially impress them, but wow. This reminds me of that time I was down here last with some friends. You remember them? This guy made a big noise and fuss about him being here. His name was Bob. At which point, one of the locals just starts to snigger. And he's like, "Oh, do you not know this person, Bob?" And when you say Bob again, the Juaran sniggers all the more. It takes a couple of tries before the EMD just silently appears over Phlesk's shoulder and goes, the word Bob in this culture's language is actually a form of profanity.
Oh.
The EMD quietly withdraws back into the back of the group.
Oh, he joins Gerkow. Cool. That's kind of smart of him.
I was going to say, seeing as Tavish would have helped, wouldn't it have been Nylo telling Tavish that Bob means this in this language?
Yeah, except that you long ago established that Nylil's presence was there only to take care of mundane actions. That you could use the rest of your creativity, Tavish's creativity, to approach different situations so that she could spend more time coming up with interesting mechanical stuff. So Nyla was just there to do the humdrum drudgery of your job as an engineer. So Nylil has been given no reason until recently, which it was just to make friends. So your AI has been given the directive that it is allowed to try and make friends with another AI, the EMD, and has had no context whatsoever for any kind of expectancy to know anything social.
Okay.
I could just picture Nylo kind of sitting back with popcorn, enjoying the show right now.
It's more like Nylil has sat there going, "Well, you didn't ask me, did you?"
I didn't. I
look like the universal translator? No, you've already got one.
I need to expand her horizons.
But for now, it's too little, too late. So yes, so you lose your first opportunity at ingratiating yourself into the locals, as you come back to the rest of your group, Phlesc, to people reacting however they choose to react. But the locals, after the last local you interacted with, essentially sniggered and has gone off to tell all her friends. So
that didn't quite work out as planned.
So
guys.
yes, Phlesc
Sorry
comes
about
back to the group and has to explain himself.
Phlesc,
yeah.
Can after that kind of display, I'm just curious. Yeah.
Hmm?
how did you get as many wives and as many kids as you did with the way you talk?
With a mouth like that.
My charm usually works so well. I don't know why my charm isn't working. I really did put on all the charm.
It must be his charm only works within his species.
Yeah, I don't think it translates the charm.
No, it probably doesn't.
Okay.
By the way, this would be Gerkow speaking up.
So,
I'm just
attempt
gonna admit
1 was a disaster.
Ah,
Not a disaster. Was just didn't succeed.
Educational.
it's my turn.
Now,
Yes.
the rest of you on the away team, are you sure you want to allow this?
Oh, this should be
Fhlesc-
interesting. Can I
yeah,
get
Fhlesc
popcorn
just-
first?
Yeah, Flesk keeps his mouth shut. He doesn't say anything.
All right,
He's already
who's
made
next?
a fool of himself.
Who wants to do what next?
Um,
Has someone got an idea for a different approach, or wants to try a different tactic? Anything?
I think just having a general chit chat with the population, instead of asking them, you know, just going, "Oh, we're front north," and you know, asking them about trade and stuff. You know, what kind of things they're looking for, you know, like traders do. Because usually, and then do like kind of a little bit of small talk. Because usually with that, you usually get people to open up to like,
Going
oh,
on business first, the reason why you're here, and then
yeah,
small
kind
talk
of,
around the area.
kind of, oh, is anything, you know, anything kind of happened around here recently?
Okay.
You know, not like, oh, has anything bad happened, but oh, has anything happened around here lately? You know.
Yeah, okay. More conversational, less has something bad happened here recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, like anything noteworthy happened.
Noteworthy. That's an interesting word. Okay. Who wants to be doing this then? Trying to
Definitely
small
not
talk
Gerkow.
village. Definitely not Gerkow.
I mean, we can
He's
send
He's got good
Flesk.
presents.
I mean, we can give
Not gonna
Flesk
end.
another go, or we can allow Tavish to do this. It's entirely up to you guys.
I mean, let's-
embarrassed. Flesk is embarrassed, so he's gonna let Tavish do it with someone else.
No,
I hasten
no,
to
you-
note that the EMD has got a command score of 2.
Hmm?
And a presence of
8.
8.
Plus Gerkow, well, presence 8, command 2 as well, same as the EMD. So
I think if me or if Tavish and somebody else goes and has a little chat to people, because you know I'm taking Flesk with me, you know, because then I can apologise for him saying Bob, you know.
I'm so
mean,
sorry about my
Gerkow-
friend here.
Gerkow does have at
That's
least
fair.
1 in command and 8 or 10 in presence, so at least it'd be 11 altogether.
I was
You
going to
have-
say,
Ah,
I was going to say, if we send those two to do something instead of the other 3 just milling about doing nothing, yeah, maybe kind of them going on to like the outskirts of the town to try and see, especially like Gerkow, and Garrow and the Doctor looking for any kind of signs of, first of all, the trail we found, and second of all, if there is, I think we've already done is there any other distinct life signs down here, and we didn't find anything, did we? Did we do that?
You did, and you found
Okay.
no evidence as of yet. That
So,
sounds
yeah.
like a fair
So-
distribution.
Can I was going to say, can we do a larger search?
So a small team consisting of Fhlesc and Tavish go off and do small talk while Gerkow, Garrow, and the EMD go actually look for the traces of hydrazine.
Yes.
All right. Everybody good with that?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I was also thinking, because we do have some people that are decent in medicine, maybe try to chit chat with some people that look hurt. If there's anybody that looks hurt, try to offer medical assistance while we're talking with them.
Okay. All right then. So we've got 2 groups. So let's do the one that I'm really curious about first, which is Tavish and Fhlesc.
You mean more worried about?
Yeah, you know what I meant. You saw right through my pretense
Why are you
there.
worried about that?
Why would I ever be worried? It's a good question.
Yeah.
So approaching the next nearest local. Right, gotcha. Fhlesc goes in, Tavish pulls him back and puts herself in front. You've done enough. You've done enough.
No more bobs for you.
So, Tavish, give it a whirl. Presence and command, if you would.
Okie dokie. No, I do not have any focus for this. I can't even
Thing.
I can't even argue any of them.
I will help with persuasion.
Okay,
Right, here we go.
off you go, my dudes. That wasn't bad at all. That was really good.
Legion of Honor.
Oh dear.
Stop saying Bob.
Right. So Fhlesc, being out of his environment suit, is really putting him off his game here.
See, that's why I need it, guys.
It's like don't mention the war from Basil Fawlty. You know? He's doing his best to not say it again. In fact, Tavish has to say shush, 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 shush. No more words. Hi, we're from da-da-da, and we're looking to expand our merchant enterprise, and we're here to see if there's a need for such kind of thing in this area, and you get to chatting. This town does pretty well for itself, actually, and doesn't at this moment have anything that they particularly need, but they're always open to more merchant trade, like anybody would be. Expands influence. So they tell you that if you really do want to expand merchant trade in the area, the mayor would be more than likely very, very happy to talk to you, and would be the one found in that rather large cross-shaped building down below. However, the real thing you're after, of course, is general chit-chat and a feel of how things are around here. At the moment, this town of Juarans... Did I get that right? I did. This town of Juarans are experiencing a time of prosperity, especially with the opening of the recent steel and lumber mills that mean that they are going to be a major manufacturing powerhouse in the area. So this area is finding a lot of financial benefit from the fact that they are going to become quite a major industrial provider. Materials provider, and therefore the wealth is being distributed all the way around quite nicely. As such, crime is at an all-time low, so people are pretty happy and contented here. So the things that stick out to them as unusual lately was there was a minor tremor that happened in the area recently, which is unusual because this continent rarely suffers any kind of any kind of earthquakes or tectonic upheaval of any kind. They don't use those exact words, of course, not quite so flowery and science-laced, but it essentially comes down to the same thing. They don't have many earth shifts or rumbles or anything like that. So the fact that around about a week ago there was a brief flash in the sky like lightning and thunder, but then there was a boom of something rumbling nearby was the most excitement they've had, but nobody felt the need to go up into the mountains to have a look to see where it was or what was going on, and nothing has happened in the week since. The only thing of note that anybody notices is that some of the plants and fish in the area have started to start growing sick, but since nobody uses the water for much at the moment, they're not all that concerned. It happens now and again. So overall, that is the most excitement they've had, really. So this takes me to the other group. The other group are having a look for the hydrazine. So what I will ask you to do is for anybody on Team Garrow, EMD, Gerkow who want to give me either a combined or a single control and science check for using your tricorders to try and detect signs of this chemical. Anybody who's got any chemical or propellant related foci would do well for this. If not, then you're just going to have to go with the ability to use your tricorders, your instrumentation.
God focus?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense, because you are in the general area where the ship sensors detected hydrazine contamination, so you know what you're looking for. You know it's in the general water supply, so yeah, probabilities does narrow it down to a select area, so yeah, you could use your probability focus.
Ooh.
Go right ahead. Whether or not the EMD or Garrow want to help? Nah, Gerkow's got this. In fact, she's got this so much she gets a point of momentum to the group. Alright, local water source, particularly this one that I am currently pinging, all the way over here. This water source, which seems to come from upstream, so it's flowing downstream from the northern area, appears to be has a source of hydrazine contamination in it. In fact, I'm going to move the three of you over in this direction as you follow your instruments readings. As you get to about there, so take a quick detour, walk around the place, around a few large houses. You come up to this area here where you are on the shores of a bend in the river. And you find there is a Juaran with what to you looks like a very primitive and basic water sampling kit. He's essentially got a small wooden box that have got a number of full and empty vials, glass vials of water, and he's got a cork stop to stop each one that has got a sample in it. So he is attaching a glass sample container, for lack of a better word, and attaching it to a rope, which he is then flinging over the side so that it can take a sample from the river below. And when he gets the sample, he just ropes it back in, puts a stopper in it, and puts it in his box. Are you going to have any contact with this fellow, or are you going to leave him well alone?
Let's have some contact. Let's do some talky as well and see if we can do better than the other team. If not, they're not here, so they wouldn't know.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
We don't need to
can
tell
go talk talky.
Excellent. So, the fellow collecting water samples puts another sample in his box, looks up and sees you coming, at which point he stands up. Oh, hello! I didn't see you there. Can I help?
Hello. We're new to the area, just having an explore. Um, we're going very. It's going well.
Well, I'm just collecting water samples here, so nothing that exciting going on, I'm afraid.
Is this what you do usually? Is there something wrong with the water?
Oh, yes. And he pulls out a small, what looks like a small square of leather with an emblem embossed in it in metal. You would guess this is some kind of badge. Looks like an officially a badge of official office. As he just pulls it out from a small pouch on his side, on the side of essentially his loincloth, which is what most folks wear around here for casual wear. Yes. My name is Montal. I'm the official, water purification monitor in the area. Water's very important to this town. It's not only our drinking water, but it's also what we use for all of our industry and also for drainage. So it's my job to make sure that the mills and the factories around here don't put too much waste into the water supply, so that it makes us sick or interferes with the local wildlife and whatnot. Which is why I find it a little bit puzzling that I am detecting signs of some kind of pollutant. But
that is weird.
Do you have any kind of interest in this kind of chemical science?
We're scientists from up north. We might not be in the same field, but we can assist.
Oh, that's great. I rarely meet other learned individuals. No problem, Mark. I rarely get the chance to converse with actual scientists. It's mostly tourists and merchant folk who are just looking to get a sampling of the area and how we do things around here, I suppose. Well, this is really interesting. Any specific fields of science you practice?
Xenobiology, stuff like that. Or just a regular biology.
I was going to say
We're all-
xenobiology. That's a bit unusual, isn't it?
Wow. Interests are different. Slightly different up north.
I'll say. Alien biology. I mean, that sounds like something you'd get made fun of. But hey, I'm not disputing any area of scientific investigation if that's what you choose to do. Even if it is pseudoscience. Anyway, I apologize if I've offended you. I didn't mean to suggest it wasn't a legitimate field of study.
We can't be the only ones out here, could we?
In what respect?
The world. We can't be the only ones out in this vast expanse.
Oh, okay. Well, statistically speaking, it's highly unlikely that we would ever come across any other life form in this big, dark, cold expanse of universe. So I think I'll be sticking to the probability that there is no life beyond our planet, if that's all the same. But I respect anyone's opinions and ability to have them, of course. Anything else I can do for you? as I do have to get back to collecting samples. Official business.
You don't mind if we collect samples along with you then?
Oh, you'd like to help?
Yes.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, I am a bit short on staff, as in it's pretty much just me that's doing this job, so that would be great if you could help me collect samples. That would be most beneficial. That'd be great. I mean, you can. I've got a couple of empty vials left. You could help dangle some over the edge and get some water samples. I still need to get some from further upstream.
I can take care of that.
Sure. How about I finish up with my samples here, and I give you 1, 2, 3. I give you 3 vials along with rope and cork for you to collect some from just over the bend there. That'd be great. I can compare strengths to the samples.
Sounds good.
Excellent. There's a bridge not far from us. You can just see it here. It leads northwest. The path kind of doubles around itself, so you should be able to gain a reasonably good sample from more or less the cliff face just next to the bridge. Should do you fine.
All right.
Okay, so collecting water samples is easy enough for you guys to do, even if you are using pretty old school methods to do so. So is there anything particular you wanted to do?
Wow,
Yeah,
we'd be... scan the water.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I'm collecting samples of the tricorder.
So collecting samples and then surreptitiously giving them a scan with the tricorder before putting the tricorder back in the pouch. That kind of
Oh
shit.
Yeah.
That's fine, because it would be weird if you came back to him with nothing and saying, "Hey, we found this." So, really, where's the water? But yes, absolutely cool. So the 3 of you still do not have anything to do with chemistry, do you?
Chemistry, no. Infectious diseases, yes.
Yeah. Which this doesn't really go into. So, I just want the group to give me flat control and science checks. So as in not using any foci, just...
Gerkow will assist.
Sure. Chris, you can have the EMD assist or take as well if you wish. And Gerkow, yes, you can use the God Focus. Spiffing. Okay, ooh, not bad. And the EMD, if you please, Chris. Control and science. Okay, that's actually pretty good from everybody. 1 success each. Nice. Bonk, bonk, bonk. All that, I will give you the gift of. Alright, you can confirm there are traces of hydrazine in this water supply, which is not good. Essentially, hydrazine, like I said, is a propellant. It's essentially rocket fuel. In fact, hydrazine was actually used as rocket fuel during World War II by the Germans. So putting rocket fuel, as you can imagine, into a water supply is not good. The good news is the amount of contamination isn't big to cause too much of an issue, but if there's already plant life dying off, and some fish, there's probably fish, any aqueous life that, or any life that depends on the water, is more than likely going to be contaminated as well. The amount of contamination suggests that it has been in the water supply for about a week, which would corroborate the the first scans you took that suggested that whatever ended up trailing hydrazine through space was about a week ago. So not long after it started whatever that ship was that started leaking hydrazine, it more than likely crash landed somewhere here and probably started leaking hydrazine into the local water supply. So unfortunately it is starting to have a deleterious effect on the local nature, and not to mention if it's in the drinking water. These guys with their current industrial level society have got some stuff that can do with purifying water, but there's still going to be traces that are going to find its way into the local drinking water, so that if you don't do something about it, people are going to get sick.
Could we possibly correlate roughly where this river goes to find the source?
Sure, and you could probably refer back to your fellow here, Montal. If he knows the local waterways, then he might be able to point you in the right direction. Which, as it happens, correlates nicely to Phlesc and Tavish finding you guys.
On Operation Charm Offensive. Oh no.
Yes, indeed. So likewise, Phlesc and Tavish found out from talking to the local mayor that the only thing weird that's been going on recently is some indication of a pollutant in the water. So the mayor has put the local water purity monitor, a fellow called Montal, on the job to find out what's going on.
You must be Montal.
So as Garrow and Gerkow and the EMD come back from their little sojourn, yes, you guys introduce yourselves to Montal. Oh, twice as many visitors in one day. Well, I am popular today. Yes, I am Montal. Can I help you?
The mayor told us about you.
Okay.
About what you've been doing.
All good, I hope.
Oh yes. He is nothing but praises for you.
Oh, good. Thank you. Can I help you in any way?
I was actually just coming back to my group, which
they're with
they
you.
seem to be here. Yes. Me and my fellow here are traders. Pointed to Phlesc.
Just like
Smiles and
them,
waves.
visitors from...
From up north, yes.
Yeah, but unlike them, we're the cool science people. By the way, here's your samples.
Oh, great, thank you. As he takes his samples back.
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad we're helping out. Building trade relations here is something we want to do.
Oh, well, I'm sure the mayor's going to be all too glad to open up more trade negotiations, especially since the town's going to be looking for buyers for its lumber and its steel, so yeah, that's all good. Excellent.
Fantastic.
Yeah, there is this small problem with this pollutant in the water, so...
Oh, what seems to be happening? Because Tavish wouldn't know anything about this at the moment, would she?
You know on briefing that there was pollutant in the water that you were trying to trace the source of, which was the reason you were down here in it, but you don't know the full extent of it. Compared to Gerkow and the group, so...
How bad does it seem to be? And she looks at both her group and... I've just said his name. Montal's.
Well, it's certainly a worry. I can't place the actual chemical composition of this pollutant or where it's come from. But, anyway, what did you guys find?
Definitely the pollution. It looks like it might be further upstream.
Really?
Do you know where this stream may start?
Oh, yes, of course. And he dives into his little box of equipment and pulls out a paper map. And some of you get a big hit of nostalgia here because you've only ever seen paper maps in museums.
No.
I'm sorry, what? As Montal folds out the full paper. Ah? What's ah? What is ah? So Tavish is looking to Phlesc for an excuse. Phlesc is going, don't you dare ask me anything. Am I allowed to talk?
She just really likes maps.
I do. I really love maps.
Oh, well then. And Montal angles it so that Tavish and everybody else can have a look.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So, we are here. He points to the map.
Okay.
So this is the river, and he traces his finger. So here's the bend, and then it travels north, and it goes northwest of this position. So where our river gets fed from should be here in the Aspic Mountain.
Oh,
which starts by here.
Okay.
Which is a
do
strange
you mind
coincidence, because I swear that's where that boom happened about a week ago.
Hey, do you think the mayor would mind if we went and had a look?
Oh, well, you're traders, but you guys are scientists, so...
Yeah.
I don't know, I would have to ask him, and I suppose I should probably accompany you, since this is my job?
This could be fun.
I mean, you could also stay here and try to figure out the composition of the samples we already found, and we can bring you more samples.
There's that.
Kind of, hit this head on.
Many hands
Two-pronged
makes for light
attack.
work, I suppose. But it is my job to do this. I mean, I can't impose it on people I've just met.
No,
Yeah.
we honestly, we insist we help you, because this is what I believe makes for good trade partners, helping each other out in need when we're in need, whether it be small or big.
Montal kind of swells a little bit. His back straightens and his shoulders go up, and he looks very impressed. He's like, you know what? Yes, I agree. Partners do this kind of thing. All right, I will go and tell the mayor that our visiting scientist traders are going to help us by looking into if there is contamination in the source of our water supply. And I will get on trying to chemically analyze it. That's really nice of you. Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem.
Are all folks from the north like this?
Well, we'll try to be, yes.
Really the traders and the scientists.
I see. Well, this is a very good start then. Thank you. On behalf of everybody here, I look forward to future contact.
Yeah, same here. Hopefully we won't be too long, and I mean, that looks like... can I calculate how long it is to get to the source of the river?
It's going to take you about an hour's trek on foot.
Well, hopefully we'll be back here by at least the end of the day. Give ourselves some time to just investigate, especially with, as I said, I already heard about the rumbling from that way, which is a little bit strange. I agree with you. So maybe we can see what that was about as well. Maybe it's nothing, maybe it's just a landslide or something like that.
Yeah. Gives me time to separate the samples and boil out the contaminant and stuff. So yeah, that'd be great. Thank you very much. I look forward to our town's continued partnerships. Excuse me.
Yes.
Montal walks off with a bit of a spring in his step. Now at this point, Seeing as the usual face of the group is Fhlesc, at this point I'm just imagining in my head that Fhlesc is looking at Tavish, and Tavish is looking back at Fhlesc with a very smug look on her face.
No. I can see Flesh with just actually the rest of the away team, just with all of them, their mouths are open, like.
Holy hell! Tavish is being reasonable and friendly.
and Tavish just like going from like having a massive smile on her face and talking to what's his name again? I can't. You just said
That's
it.
fine. Montal.
To looking over to them, and then her face like going really quickly to like her normal like kind of stern kind of Tavish face, and just goes, "What?"
And she's back. So Gerkow will.
All right. Are we going?
Yeah. Gerkow would try to send a message up to the Combs and see if
Can we wait until
this
can we?
component.
I was going to say, can we wait until we're a little bit outside?
I figured we're doing this as we're walking out.
No.
Away from
Wait until we're just a little bit outside of view of the village.
Okay.
Yeah, and make sure that no one is going to hear this. We don't want to break the,
Prime
The
directive.
spell of charm.
Yep, we do not want to break the Prime Directive.
What was that you said, Mark?
Our spell of charm. As we've charmed them.
Also,
together.
Also, Tavish will say, Garo, I think you should be, when we start having a look round for stuff, you need to be upfront with Gerkow. If we suspect it's this was a Klingon vessel, then we want to make sure that we have
They
our
will
best.
ask the Combs eventually to
Yeah,
see
but-
if this component is natural to this planet.
Okay.
I very much doubt. Tavish is going to go. I very much doubt it.
You never know. They could have at least a component similar to it that we might be able to find.
Seeing as there was as they say, there was like a rumbling, which suggests that there could have been what we found out would have been probably the ship crash landing, and now there's toxins in the water, which would probably come from a leaking fuel. Then
Yeah.
I suggest this is not native at all.
As long
And
as
the fast-
I'm thinking of more of them finding a component that's probably similar or close to it, that we could suggest that it might be that.
Oh yeah,
So they can-
definitely. Yeah.
So we
I-
could,
I-
come back
Yeah.
with answers.
Yes. But as I suggest, getting up there, finding these Klingons, getting them out of here, also making sure that we can get that ship out of here, and also try to decontaminize at least some of the water, so it is not going to be like super harmful, as it
Yeah.
from what Fhlesc have heard, is that it is started destroying, plant life and marine life, and
And from our tricorder reading, if they try to purify it, there's still going to be trace elements within their drinking water. So if we can minimize that as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Minimizing everything is what we need to be doing.
But yeah, let's get out there, see if we can't find the ship. If it's possible for you to repair it, we could see about having the helm officer beam down.
I will, until we get up there. Until we get up there.
If it's repairable.
Until we get up there. Let's do first things first.
Oh, again, while you're saying that, Garrow's like walking away. He's like, Let's get out there.
All right,
Very good.
Gerkow, and
Fhlesc is
Gerkow.
like, I'm in command, I should be in front.
You're not a
Who was
combat person,
Huh?
sorry.
Everyone's now
Look.
leapfrogging each other, trying to run further ahead than everybody else. The EMD is looking at Tavish going, is this normal for them? Are they always in a race to be in front?
Yeah. Look, you know, I command from the back, so they can all go from the front as much as they want.
Onwards then, I
Come on.
suppose.
Yes, come on.
Yeah.
We can have a
Not.
we could have a nice
Totally
talk on
not
the way. Have you got a name?
I suppose not. Occasionally,
I'll
Dr.
ask-
Sott just calls me the Doctor.
Would you?
Oh, we're gonna-
Would you like a name?
You thought about it.
Well, I suggest you have a think about it, because I think you deserve a name, and I think you should come up with it.
Dr. Sott keeps saying that he doesn't want any other people to name me in case they get attached to me.
I'm already attached to you. And
I just love how we're
I
putting
don't-
our
I
into
think-
the Voyager one too.
Doctor, I do not see you as an EMH. I see you as a crew.
That's very
You're just
kind of
another.
you,
You are just another life form, just like the life form inside my head.
As soon as Tavish says that, he gives you the look of, okay.
What?
Not
There is
sure
another
if
life
that-
form.
Not sure if that's an insult or a compliment, and I'm not
That is a
entirely sure it's a bit of both.
It's a compliment.
So with those two nattering at the back, and with Gerkow and Garrow trying to outrace the other to be the front to get there first, you start coming across terrain that gradually starts to incline. And there are less and less trees, which makes sense considering what you learned and what you saw on the map, that there is mountainous terrain nearby that is what allows water to collect up there and feed itself down into a river system below. And so, you trek for at least a good hour or so, but Garrow, being the one with survival as a focus, is the one who naturally starts to lead from the front in order to make sure that you don't get lost along the way. And sure enough, eventually you come to part of the mountainside that displays a rather impressive furrow has been carved into the ground. And when you eventually come close enough to examine the furrow, there is something else that you notice. Which I'm going to have to
Is it the fact that
change the...
Is it the fact that Tavish is completely out of breath by this point? She hasn't done this much exercise in a while.
Let's say Phlesc is a fitness of 8, so yeah, same.
And I don't know.
Geralt's just strolling
Yep.
with the fitness of 10 and security of 5. It's just, this is nothing. It's a walk in a park.
Gerkow is a Tellarite, and therefore, even if she weren't as physically fit and able as other members, she's far too stubborn to let that be seen to be the case, so she would definitely be at least trailing Garrow. The EMD has batteries and doesn't even have actual legs. He's just a hologrammatic projection, so he doesn't care either way. It's just the EMD and Tavish having a conversation.
No, Lil, remind me to exercise more.
Perhaps if you were to talk a little bit less during our ascent, you might not be so out of breath.
Maybe
Damn.
so.
That's definitely down.
Ilo's just really roasting you, which is great.
But all of you stop when you see what you see ahead of you at the end of the furrow. What you catch is a starship that's obviously smashed into come to rest at a side of rock. But the ship itself is trailing. I'll read that later. Is trailing plumes of smoke from obviously where it's had a number of parts of its hull and systems, and hydraulics and whatnot reached. And to get any more, you're going to have to get up close. But this is definitely not a Federation ship.
Gerkow will look to either side, make sure no one's around, and start approaching cautiously with his hand close to the phaser.
Okay.
Flesk sort of nudges Gerkow. Like, do you want to do a quick scan, see if there are any life forms?
ABS, always be scanning. Which is exactly what he does.
And if somebody wants to do a scan for life forms, it's going to be a control and medicine check.
Oh,
Go ahead.
the
and
EMD can do that.
As well as you have to sing the life form song. No, I made that last bit up, but nevertheless.
I don't know what the life form song is.
Anybody here who's seen Star Trek Generations want to educate him?
Boom.
No, I don't think. Is it Next Generation or just Generations?
Generations. I will find it for you. Hold on.
Yeah,
I've
because
looked
I'm
for
lost
it at
too.
least once before. Anybody watching can see that I follow a lot of WWE and stuff, so yeah. Life form song. There we go. I am going to post this link.
Mr. Worf? No, sir. I still cannot locate the captain.
Where
Data.
is...
The sensors can't penetrate the planet's ionosphere. There's too much interference. Can you find a way to scan for life forms?
I may not be able to. You may not be able to get in contact with me for the next few minutes.
Love scanning for life forms.
Here we go, the scanning for life form song.
You tiny little life forms. You precious little life forms. Where are you?
Hopefully that wasn't enough time to get demonetized or to be hit by a, a copyright strike. But there we are. So, as you start coming forwards and you scan for life forms, the EMD got 2 successes. Nice, nice, nice. The group starts coming closer, treading carefully as they go. And as you get closer, you realize the design is a Klingon shuttle. The shuttle is leaking from its port side, and that leak is trailing down, spills over, and then starts to spill into what appears to be a... I'm not going to say pool because it's bigger, but I can't think of a good enough word, so I'm just going to say a
Reservoir?
small lake. Reservoir, thank you very much, that'll do. The scattered pieces of metal that Gerkow passes, he notices, are actually arranged in certain strange ways. Doesn't look like they were pieces of hull that are just discarded from the crash. Looks like somebody picked them up, set them in the ground, rearranged them, and changed them about so that they, I don't know, almost decorative. And it's at that point that you get a reading of a life form, and as they appear from around the corner of the crash, they are indeed a Klingon, a female Klingon, who comes out with a knife raised and says, "Halt where you are, or I'll kill you." And that is where we're going to leave it.
I didn't. I went forward.
So So, this is going to have to be concluded next week, next Sunday, as long as folks are around for it. So that'll be the 17th of August. Ooh, that's a good point, actually. I will be coming back from farther away, so it probably won't be next week. It'll have to be the week afterwards. The 24th of August. Are folks okay with that?
Yes.
I am at yet another festival. So, but carry on without me.
See, there was disappointment in Dave's voice there, and that's all because of you, Mark.
Just
Oh.
sure you send us pictures, Mark.
Again.
Of course.
So we
Mark,
can feel that you're so here.
have you looked at Phlesc character sheet recently?
Oh no, I
jeez.
haven't.
Now what?
Tavish was here as a pastime. That's very suspicious for a polyamorous character, I'm just going to say.
Where did you put that at?
Pastime.
Pastimes. To the right of
Oh.
upbringing. Well,
Okay.
apparently Tavish was here. Well, we know their kids went to the same school, the same preschool in the Shackleton Expanse, whilst they were on the Narendra station. So, in any case, romantic whoopsie-daisies that may or may not have actually happened, notwithstanding, we are going to have to find out what's going on with this Klingon crashed ship and the person who carried it, and whether or not piloted it, pardon me, and whether or not the crew are able to find a way of stopping the hydrazine leaks before it poisons the local populace. But all that will have to wait until 2 weeks' time rather than 1 week's time, unfortunately. But everyone seems to be okay for that. So in that case, I just want to thank my players, as per usual, for being brilliant and so entertaining. And
Thank you.
also to everybody else who stopped in for a look whilst we were streaming. Thank you very much for that, including Knight Rider 1983. Thank you for stopping by with that boldly going where nobody has gone before comment. That was great. But in the meantime, yes, thank you for everybody who watched, and for everybody who's watching this on YouTube later on. Thank you very much for popping in. Hopefully YouTube won't be stupid and demonetize us just for keeping that 30 seconds of Data singing the life forms scanning song. But if
Star
this
Trek
video
Vivo,
does
man.
disappear, hopefully it won't. What was that? Sorry, Chris?
Star Trek Vivo.
We can get around it by leaving a review for it, for review purposes. So I review that it was great and it was hilarious. There we go. But we shall see you again in 2 weeks' time. Thank you, everybody else. So I will ask you to live long and prosper, like the Vulcans do, but also, like the Vulcans do, dissuade your maniac scientist, your maniac engineers from strapping 5 phasers together for shiggles. And, talk sense into them once in a while. But otherwise, also engage in infinite diversity and infinite combinations, especially as this world is going absolutely topsy-turvy at the moment. And,
Though I do wonder if Tavish would have turned into a grenade.
Yes, I was thinking either it was going to be a rotating minigun or a massive bomb. Now I may have done the stupid thing and given Dave ideas, so I'm going to leave that there before we go any further. Thank you very much, folks. We will speak to you when we speak to you next. In the meantime, hailing frequencies are closed.